Hi, my name is Q. My third build thread, first YouTube thread or diary for my car. First of all, talking to a camera is relatively quite hard. To try to be casual about this and pretend I'm talking to another person. I'm not too sure how people do it, but it is definitely not easy. The idea of this video is to basically show you guys what I'm going to be doing with my car, or the steps that I take. This will just be nothing fancy, nothing off the head crazy, just very moderate in terms of moderate to what I can afford. A car that's built for my taste, and I hope you guys like it. A good time to bring back my Civic that's been off the road for probably close to 4 or so years. It was previously defected, and since then I've parted it, pulled everything out, and essentially it's just a bare shell. So after 2 years of COVID and staring at being a backyard ornament and collecting bugs and spider webs and whatnot, I think it's a good time to maybe possibly bring it back. What I'm hoping for is this diary of the progress on the car. So I've got some big plans for it. Nothing that I would say that is set in stone. It's very ambitious. We'll see how my wallet holds up and how far my motivation takes me. So the idea of the car is to essentially probably revert it back from what once was a K series swapped Honda Civic to a B series B18C7 Honda Civic with a possibly an all-wheel drive system, and that's what's on the cards. We'll see. I'm looking for a all-wheel drive box at the moment, so just in case I do decide to go down that route, I at least have all those parts ready to go. And I like the ideas of using shifter cables rather than shift linkages. So this was the Civic before it became a garden ornament. It looked pretty clean, as you can see. Everything was ready. This was the initial startup stage of the first K-swap. We had idling issues which came from a vacuum leak that we then managed to resolve. Luckily it was definitely a headache. It took forever to really identify where the leak was coming from. It was actually coming from the intake manifold. So once we fixed that up, we had other little gremlins that we had to sort out, like the fancy things that I decided to do, like relocate my power steering to the bottom, making a DIY bracket. I think Hybrid Racing now make one, so maybe I was a pioneer or something. I actually stole that idea from someone else. This was probably the first drive. We went to the exhaust shop to get the exhaust done for the car. It was very cool sounding, but that's where the car was. Finally taking the covers off this car. Look at how long it's been here. Holes for my dogs. Spider webs everywhere. It's out. Thanks, Lynn. That's what's left behind. So I finally got the car out of the backyard. It's been a while, and I think it's a good time to use this guy to clear out some of the bugs. Let me show you. A little bit stuck. It's been that long. Just gotta. Hopefully this will get rid of most of it. Shut the door. Let's go into the other side. Go into the other side. Because I really don't want any bugs dropping on me or popping out or biting me. Living in Melbourne, spiders and everything can kill you. Probably not kill you, but it's being a little bit paranoid. So I'll leave that in there probably overnight. And fingers crossed tomorrow I'll come in and I'll start stripping it down and getting it ready for paint. So be right back.